I grew up in Brooklyn, New York to a single mother, and I was the only child. As long as I can remember, I've always been a mommy's girl. My mom just always meant the world to me. From as far as I can remember, my mom had lupus and she suffered a lot with like joint pain and just being really, really uncomfortable with her lupus. The lupus eventually led to other disorders and things that she had, from blood disorders, later leading down to what we're dealing with right now, which was her cervical cancer. I still remember the day that we found out that she was diagnosed with cervical cancer, and it was completely devastating. I was a senior in high school and I was preparing for college. One of the happiest moments of any kid's life, preparing for college and just preparing for graduation and getting your cap and gown. It was a really, really tough time for us. So we ended up in a really, really tight situation financially. It was a huge financial burden to us at the time. I maintained a really, really good GPA, 3.8 GPA in high school. I was in the honors program, and we just knew that I was gonna go to college. My mom is an immigrant, so work and going to school is very, very important to her. It's always been important to her. I watched her work 3 jobs and go to school for nursing and just manage it all, as well as being a single mother. I was all that she technically had as far as family. So we decided to put off me going to college for a little bit until I figured out exactly what I wanted to do and find a different alternative that would be not so much of a financial burden and could keep us in the same state, in the same area. So Atlanta, Georgia became an option. We decided to move here. I was accepted into Clark Atlanta University, and I was supposed to be studying business. Around the time of our move, her illness progressed and she was getting even more sick. I had a YouTube channel where I was uploading maybe once a week or so, a lot of hair tutorials. It was like my yoga for me. It was very relaxing, and I grew a strong passion for hair. So I was doing my channel. I decided I was going to go ahead and enroll in Paul Mitchell to study hair. I went ahead and did that. Everything was going really, really well. We were talking about treatment, we were getting care, and we had a plan for chemo now. We were discussing chemo as an option. I was in school for maybe 2 to 3 months when we decided to do chemo, and we sat down with the doctor, discussed how everything would be. She said that the chemo would not be as tough, that, you know, there's a lot of people that go back to work and they're able to manage. But we quickly learned after 1 or 2 treatments how hard it was going to be, because she was not like any other case. So after 1 or 2 rounds, my mom lost her hair, and it was the toughest part of this entire experience. That was the toughest part, having to sit there, and what was once a passion for me doing hair, I'm sitting here and I'm having to shave my mom's head bald because her hair is falling out, and that is when everything hit me. I went ahead and I took a break from school, and we progressed with the treatments. Later on, we decided that the treatments were a little bit too harsh. She was losing a ton of weight, and it was getting very, very tough on her body. I was working a 9 to 5. I decided to quit my job around that time that she was getting the cancer treatments, the chemo treatments, because it was becoming too much. I was working, I was trying to get back into school, I was taking care of her, doing appointments and things like that. It was just becoming way too much to handle. So I went ahead, I quit my job, and I decided to do my passion full time. It would keep me at home with my mom where I wanted to be. I didn't want to miss any appointments. I wanted to be there for every single thing. I wanted to see everything hands-on. And like they say, no one will take care of your loved one like you will. And that was very, very important to me throughout this entire process, was to make sure that she was getting the care that she needed and that she was comfortable. One of the challenges that I faced throughout this entire process was being alone, feeling like I was alone, going to appointments and surgeries alone, and seeing everyone with their family. I really felt like I was alone. I didn't get a lot of family support. The support I did receive was from my church, and I'm ever so grateful for my church. My church came and prayed with us. They stopped by, they checked on her, they helped us a lot when it came to the bills and getting medical supplies and insurance to help her to gain weight. They were absolutely helpful. There's so much to be done as a caregiver. Your work is never done. A lot of times I wake up earlier than my mom so that I can get myself ready, get myself together, and be ready to assist her throughout the day. Caregiving can be extremely tough, but it is absolutely rewarding. I highly advise to-do lists or schedules. Create a schedule for yourself to make sure that you're getting things done, and that you're also scheduling time for yourself. You cannot take care of someone if you're not 100% yourself. So whether that's drinking plenty of water, getting enough rest. A lot of times I'll take naps whenever she's napping, or whenever she's just laying down watching TV, I'll go around and clean up the house or do the meal prepping. Find time for yourself, and also, like I said, create that schedule, create those to-do lists so that you're able to knock things off your list early and have some downtime for yourself throughout the day. When it comes to resources, AARP has a little section on their website for caregivers where they give you articles as well as video tips and hacks on caregiving. One of my favorite tools are their financial and legal tools. Whatever it is that you're going through, it may be tough at the time, but it's going to make you so much more stronger. It's going to tighten up your bond with your loved one. If you are a caregiver, you will appreciate these moments. So be sure to click the link in the description box to check out all of the resources that are available to you via AARP. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys, and you guys will get through this.